Hi guys, Dave Mad Max 6. We're back at Goals Venice at the Mecca with my two favorite people from New Zealand, Kurt and Sheena. Hi guys.
Hi, Dave.
So glad to have you here today. This is your last day before going home, and I'm so glad we were able to actually get a little bit of training today.
Definitely, yeah. It's
Right.
awesome to be here again and getting this training in.
So what are we going to do today, guys?
I'm going to take you through just a couple of new glute exercises that I've been using in my training a lot to help build my glutes up.
Good. Is that what people ask you the most, Sheena?
Yeah, how do I grow my glutes and how do I grow my shoulders? That's usually what I get asked the most.
Okay. What about you, Kurt? What are we doing today?
For me, like one of the biggest things I needed to focus on for this next show was a bit more detail in my back. So I've been working on a few little exercises here and there, and Charles has shown me a few things, so I'm just going to take you through a bit of that.
Nice. All right, let's get in there, you guys.
Alright guys, so I've got a behind the head lat pull down here. Okay, and what I'm trying to do is I'm facing out from the machine. Charles gets me to do it that way just so that I'm able to bring it down, squeeze the lats, and really focus on those outer lats, tying right into the lower lat. Big thing that's really important with these is make sure shoulder blades do the work first, then pull through and contract through the back. Not going super heavy, just focusing on bring it down, touch the back of the head, and squeeze every single rep.
So you sit away from the pad, right?
Yes.
But let me know how happenstance it is my point. It wasn't really even about film, the rear end and San Antonio, it's just my calendar. So if you can keep me I would jump on board and be a lot of followers. Personally, because you don't have to share on a regular basis. Usually when I get a bus like that.
And look who I got, you guys. Master Trainers Charles Glass. Very cool. We're about to do one of your inventions. Kurt, talk about what's going on. Charles showed you this one, right?
Yeah. So Charles showed me this one. I think it was last time I was out here. It's a 45-degree incline lat pull down, and using sort of a medium with neutral grip with it.
Charles, why do you like this one so much? What's the idea behind it?
Because you can't cheat. You got to be very strict and you track it back really great. So it's perfect for Kurt.
Okay, so here we've got hammer strength seated rows. Really important with training back that we're not just hitting it from one angle, okay? We've got to be pull downs, different hand positions, rows, again, different hand positions, and just working through all the angles of the back. What we're doing here is we're sitting in the hammer strength seated row, which is normally with an underhand grip. Okay, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to work on some thickness in that outer lat region. So we're taking our hands out and we're grabbing the arms rather than the handles. So the arms there. Okay, and again, initiating with the shoulder blades, contracting through the back. What you'll see is it's just really pulling in, getting the elbows right past and firing up those outer lats. And so what we've got here is it's going to be a sideways seated machine row. Normally, when you're doing a seated row on this machine, the conventional way is to use two arms, or you can use one arm and just pulling in that way with your chest supported. But this is a bit of Charles Glass magic, you'd call it, and what he did was he got me to sit sideways so that I could really stretch and open the lat, and as I pull, bring it right into the hip and fully shorten and contract the lat. Okay, when you're doing this exercise, by being able to stretch, open the lat completely, pull into the hip, we're just getting a lot more movement, okay? And that's one of the biggest things with any exercise is that you're working your muscle through the full range.
Hi guys, so we just wrapped up some nice little jam for back with Kurt, courtesy of Master Trainer Charles Glass. It's always a treat to have you here, Kurt. We met each other probably like a year and a half ago now, right?
Yeah, well, it was, I came over in February, so about a year ago
Yeah,
now. So,
yeah. Right before you got your pro card.
Right before, yeah.
And now it's like a tradition. Whenever you come back, you hit me up, and that's it. We shoot, man. So,
That's it, yeah.
tell me what's next for you, man. What's coming up over the next few weeks / months?
Yeah, so this marks about 4.5 weeks out now from the New Zealand Pro Show, and it's a pretty cool show to be working towards because it's actually the show that I turned pro at last year.
How cool!
So
Full circle.
Yeah, it is, and it's pretty surreal to be getting up on stage there now with the pros from New Zealand, and you know, there's I think there's a couple of Australian pros that might be coming over, and also if any Americans come too, you know, so it's gonna be a really, really good show. So
wow.
Yeah, I mean, I got a chance to come over here. We got some cheap flights, so we thought, you know, why not? May as well just go and make the most of it. And
what's cheap flight? Just I'm kind of curious from over there.
I think it was about $1,000 New Zealand return.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's not too bad. I mean, you're probably looking like $600-700 US.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not
return.
bad.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's not bad.
And we found somewhere cheap to stay and stuff.
Was
and,
this last minute, or were you like just?
It was like we just got back, so we kind of had the bug, and we were like, oh man, we missed golds, we missed all that stuff, and then we saw it, and I just sort of said to Sheena, should we do it? Should we just go? And so we did. We just booked it, and we've been looking forward to it ever since.
Talk to me how great it is, not only for you but for your clients to come over here to train with the great Charles Glass and sort of like learning new things all the time. They must be actually excited when you come here.
Yeah, they are. You know, like the other day I put something up. It was just a small little snippet of me and Charles training together. And straight away, one of my clients goes, "Man, I can't wait till you get home, you know, just to learn the things that I've learned, you know."
That's
so,
right. It's like training with Charles through you.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. You know, and like he's always got something new to show you, some little new angle, way he's been doing things with different guys and stuff. And you know, you can't really beat that, especially just with, you know, Charles's eye, and he'll say, "Oh, you need to work on this, this, and this," and he gets you doing an exercise, and at first it's sort of like, oh, that's a bit strange, but you feel it pinpoints right exactly where you want to be working, so it's really, really cool.
You're very fortunate you got to meet him through Optimum Nutrition. Talk about your sponsors.
It was really, so I guess, I don't know, I always sort of looked up to Charles, and you know, Flex Weller was like my idol in the bodybuilding side of things, and you know, and I'd always seen Flex's videos and stuff, and Charles training him, and then I saw, you know, Charles, and then Steve Cook came on the scene with Men's Physique, and
that's right.
And I used to sort of think, man, that guy's sort of, you know, Steve's living the dream, being over here training with Charles, sponsored by Optimum Nutrition, who were always my favorite sponsor, favorite brand, and they ended up becoming my sponsors, and through that I sort of got the opportunity to work with Charles.
You're living your dreams, man.
It's cool.
I mean, you're not in Cali, but you know what? You're here. You have a good sponsors behind you. You have a great team.
That's it.
You get to train with Charles, so I mean, you got it made, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess with social media and all that, it's so connected now. You know, it's not that hard to just jump on a flight and
that's right.
Keep up to date with everything, and it's really, really good. So.
Do you have any other plans aside from the New Zealand show?
Not really. So I'm not thinking too far ahead. So I mean, my mentor Mo Masawi back home in New Zealand, he's actually our president as well. Mm-hmm. And Mo kind of, you know, he guided me through my last shows, which was amazing. And he's done the same here. He sort of, you know, he's told me sort of what I need to change, what I need to bring in to develop my physique in a way that, you know, will present well on the men's physique stage, especially with the new classic physique coming in that. I know they don't want us to look like bodybuilders. I know they don't want us too big, and so you know, that's always been my sort of thing. It's keeping the size down, keeping trim down, and keeping that men's physique look rather than coming in too big and that I have in the past. So I came over here and you know, it was kind of work with Charles, work on exactly that advice that Mo gave me, and so that I could come back and hopefully bring my best to that show. It's an Olympia qualifier, so whoever wins that show is going to qualify for the Olympia, which would be my absolute dream. But I do have some points from the Phoenix show I did last year in October, so I think I got 3 points there towards Olympia.
Nice.
So at least it'd be awesome to just place top 5, you know, and get some more points towards that. And then I might, you know, I'll start looking at some other shows and start trying to collect more and more points, so hopefully get to the Olympia this year.
We'll get those points because I get to shoot you again in August, September.
Definitely, yeah. And I've never been to the Olympia, so it'd be awesome to come over here and do that. So yeah. And the week after the New Zealand show, I'm going to be over in Australia at the Arnold Australia, just with my sponsors. I'm not competing there. They don't
and to support Sheena.
And to support Sheena, yeah. So it's cool. We'll be over there and do a nice week in Melbourne, and yeah, get to see everybody again. So looking forward to it.
That's so great. Well, Kurt, I want to thank you so much for coming in, for letting us shoot you again, and then it's always a treat to have you both over here, and many more shoots in the future for us.
Definitely, it's always a pleasure, Dave. I really enjoy it.
All right, thank you.